We're a family of 6, and we've eaten our way across the world with our children, Alana, Zion, Titus, and Silas. We've lived in different countries, we've raised our kids on the move, and somewhere along the way, travel stopped being a vacation and became who we are. Some of these trips are just the 2 of us, chasing the kind of food and places most people scroll right past. And some are all 6 of us, figuring out how to actually travel with kids and still eat incredibly well doing it. This channel is the real version of both. The hidden gems, the food that made us stop mid-bite, the spots you'd never find on a top 10 list. If you want to know where to actually eat when you travel and how to do it, whether it's a date night or a full family trip, follow along. We're Dine the Map. Let's go eat.
Okay, so I am meeting up with Leah and friends and my pastor at a place called Joe's Pizza. So yesterday we got to try the Neapolitan pizza, and now I'm determined at least, to try to find a good New York pizza place. And Joe's Pizza seems like it's the place to go. I mean, these guys got 25,000 reviews. They almost have a 5-star rating. So I am hoping they are at the Dave Portnoy of pizzas, and I won't just be getting myself in trouble coming here hoping for the best. So if the reviews are that good, then hey, maybe we're gonna do good. I'm just enjoying the city view. Check that out. Pretty neat. Very, very neat actually. Seems like Times Square is coming up. Pretty awesome stuff. There's barbecue, there's sushi, there's a lobster house in front of me. Up here, Luke's. So, appears I'm getting close by. Nathan's, the Juice Generation. Oh, nice. The juice place, pretty awesome. There's a Nathan's coming up. I didn't realize my hotel was this close to Times Square, so it's getting pretty wild and pretty crazy pretty quickly. So I'm like, all right, let me try to find out where I'm going. Oh my goodness, I think I found it, guys. And the line is insane. Insane. Now, Leah told me there was no place to sit, so maybe that should be my job, is just finding a place to sit, because this is wild.
I was raised on Chicago-style pizza. I gotta tell you, New York's got it going, y'all.
Okay, undercarriage, it's good. Crust is great, it's crispy, it's cheesy. It's just delicious, it's amazing. Okay, now I know what we're missing in Georgia. We gotta get this in Georgia. Somebody's gotta perfect this. See what Leah thinks.
Oh, this is so good. I'm eating some supreme pizza. And just everything's sliding off, so I'm trying to fold it a certain way and quickly take bites. Hits the spot when you're hungry. It's good.
Okay, so that was really good. Pretty delicious, actually. So now that I've had lunch / breakfast, I am now we're gonna make a pit stop at CVS right over here, just to find a cable for Leah, because Leah used all her phone battery. Poor Leah. So hot dogs next. We've had a New York pizza. Now we need to have a New York hot dog. And the Sabrett, this place here, these guys are everywhere. So I'm gonna see if I can get myself something here. All right, so we got our hot dog. Want to check this thing out. All right, check that out. That's pretty crazy looking. So it's a hot dog. It has sauerkraut. It has ketchup. It has mustard. This guy was fighting with that mustard, man, trying to make it work. So, here we go. Oh, that's good. This is probably gonna be my only meal for today, but I've had a lot of carbs, but hot dog, pretty awesome, pretty awesome. Now, New York pizza to me beats a New York hot dog. If you think differently, leave me a comment, tell me where I need to go, and we'll go from there. But we're about to go to the next attraction, and at least I'll be here with Leah, so I don't know what that is yet. I guess we're gonna find out.
So next on our agenda is the Roosevelt Island Tramway. So this is actually a form of transportation for the locals. It's not actually a tourist thing, but it's become a tourist thing just because the views are so beautiful. We'll be able to go over the streets, over the river to Roosevelt Island, and yeah, so come check it out with us.
So we headed to the Roosevelt building where we climbed up a ton of stairs to get to the site where the trams landed. The wait was actually not that long, surprisingly.
Okay, yeah, it is a little bit packed in here. And I hope we can get some good shots, because these glasses are terrible. Anybody got any Windex? Okay, so the Roosevelt Island tram is one of only two in America. The only other tram like this is in Oregon. And if you're a Spider-Man fan, this was actually used in filming Spider-Man in 2002. So it's kind of made it famous. So if you want really good shots of the city, it's only $3. You get a round trip for that amount, and it is worth the ride to take the view. It originally started just for people who are living between the island and the main city to get back and forth. So it's not even a tourist attraction, but it is something that has become one just because the views from it is so spectacular. Okay, so we did the tram, and now we are at Roosevelt Island. So take a look at that.
There's tiny fences.
There's a welcome sign.
Tiny fences.
And I'm not sure what we're going to be doing while we're here, Leah.
I don't think there's really much to do here, but I just figured we could go see if there's a pretty view and then head back.
So pretty views is what we did. I would say the best shots on this side would be looking back at the city and enjoying this amazing architecture. After returning back, we set out for our next adventure, which is the top of the rock. Okay, so now that we experienced the tram, we're now going to take a train to the top of the rock, which is on top of the J.D. Rockefeller building. People say going on the top of the Empire State Building is the best view of New York, but they're wrong, because if you want to get the best view of New York, you got to go on top of the Rockefeller Center, and we're going to show you how cool that view is. So, a little bit about this place. The Rockefeller Center was built by J.D. Rockefeller during the Great Depression. And during that time, and even now, it is the largest privately owned urban development in the United States. And while it was built, they employed about 75,000 people in that building, which is pretty exciting, especially during the Great Depression when you couldn't find work. So obviously that whole time is over, and this building is now still being used by a lot of different stations. You can actually see the Today Show, you can see the Late Night Show. All of those are done inside this building. So if you want to take a tour of the building to see these shows, you can do that as well. I highly doubt we're going to be doing that. We're just going to basically go there to hopefully catch sunset and get some really good views of the city.
So the Empire State Building, it's iconic in New York City, but the best view isn't at the Empire State Building. You need to go to top of the rock at the Rockefeller Center, and from there you can have an amazing view of it. So we have just arrived to the Rockefeller Center. We're going to, I guess, walk around, see what's here before we go to top of the rock. Over here to the side, I see NBC Studios, where the Jimmy Fallon show is filmed at. Pretty cool if you're into watching that.
This place is like a shopping mall, so we looked around, got some amazing coffee at this cafe, and then joined the line outside to get to the top of the rock. Once you're done waiting 30 minutes through the line, you walk up a bit of stairs to the first showroom.
Okay, this is pretty neat. See the exhibit in the middle, pretty cool.
After the showroom, we waited to see a presentation about how the Rockefeller Center was made, and then we went into an extremely fast elevator.
Okay, so we're now at top of the rock. As you can see, there's a beautiful view behind me. And yeah, those are like 3 levels when you come in here. The first level is like this image of the city that you can enjoy. And then they take you to another room that basically talks about the history of how it was made and all the things that kind of happened through the building. There's like this whole history lesson that you have to go through. Then after that, you finally can get yourself into the elevator. And the elevator goes 45 floors and it goes 70 floors. How many floors did we jump? A lot of floors. It jumped like 60 plus floors in 45 seconds, but they played this cool little thing on a screen above our heads doing that. So that's pretty neat. So now that we're here, there's like cafes, those places you can go to sit and drink. How many levels are there? There's 3 levels, right?
3 levels. Cool. Beautiful view. We can see the Empire State Building just right there. And in the distance, you can see the One World Trade Center. And way out in the distance, you see the Statue of Liberty. You see it?
Oh,
way
yeah,
out there.
really small.
Yeah. I see the tip of the Chrysler Building over there. Yeah. So that building, it was built in 1903, I believe. Was it 1903 or 1930? And it was the tallest building in the world at that time.
After the beautiful scenes, if you can, it's best to wait until nighttime so that you can get some awesome city views.
All right, so lucky for us, we got to stay at the cafe. There was a cafe near here, and we got to hang out at the cafe and basically wait till nighttime so we can get some beautiful views like you see behind us. So if you do get a chance, it's definitely worth waiting for that night view. The city lights up and it's great for pictures. Really, really good. After the beautiful scenes, we then headed out to get dinner at one of my favorite spots located here in the heart of Manhattan. Okay guys, so for dinner, we decided to try Chubby Skewers. If you don't know Chubby Skewers, they're from the same family as Chubby Cattle, Wagyu House. They have many locations all around the country. And this place is pretty amazing. You can actually choose whatever skewer you want. They have Wagyu meat skewers, and they charge you based on how many skewers are in this bowl. And it's only $1.40 per skewer, so I'm picking out. And tomorrow is gonna be another busy day.
So tomorrow we're gonna go to the World Trade Center Memorial and Museum. And we're gonna check out that area. It's the financial district, so.
And my job is to figure out what we're gonna eat, so I gotta figure that out. I'm not sure yet. So
around that area, financial district.
So financial district is gonna be the next episode. I will figure out lunch. Thank you guys again for being with me today, and we will see you in the next episode.